Alright, tech lovers, buckle up. Because Samsung just dropped a real-world image of its next big tablet. And it's causing quite a stir. No blurry leaks, no over-processed renders. We're talking about an honest-to-goodness in the wild shot of the entire Galaxy Tab S11 lineup. And yes, the Ultra is looking different, but is it better? Or is Samsung quietly cutting corners? Today, I'm diving into every detail, the design shifts, the hardware changes, the surprises. And the question nobody's asking yet, is this Samsung's smartest move in years? Or just a way to keep Apple on its toes without breaking the bank? So here's the big headline. Samsung has officially shown us the Tab S11 Ultra, along with its siblings in the new series. And no, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. The Ultra now has this distinctive water drop-shaped notch with a single front camera. It's a bit like Samsung went, let's keep it classy, but let's make it look like it's winking at you. Bezels still as minimal as last year, so no complaints there. Interestingly, the rest of the lineup, the standard Tab S11 and the new Tab S11 Lite, look almost identical to the Tab S9. And here's the twist, the Plus version is gone. Instead, the Lite steps in as the more budget-friendly choice. Think of it like replacing your fancy coffee machine with a reliable drip brewer. It still makes coffee, just without the extra bells and whistles. Now, this is where it gets fun. Samsung has removed the dual front camera setup from the Ultra. Meanwhile, Apple is going in the complete opposite direction with its 2025 iPad Pro, adding the front cameras, one for landscape and one for portrait. It's like watching the chefs swap recipes mid-competition. Samsung's bet a single, possibly better lens, maybe with a wider angle or a souped-up sensor. The upside: fewer components to manage, cleaner design, and maybe even better low-light performance. The risk: that big work video call where you're slightly off-center could look, let's say, artistic. We'll have to see if this pays off. No surprises here. Samsung is sticking with its safe, classy palette, gray and silver. They're timeless, but I wouldn't mind a wild card like deep green or cobalt blue on the inside. The baseline is 12 GB of RAM, and if you spring for the 1 TB storage model, you get 16 GB of RAM. It's a familiar setup, and honestly, it's smart. Samsung is clearly focusing on stable performance tiers instead of constantly shuffling specs around. Battery life is getting a modest bump. The Ultra now has 11,600 mAh, which is 400 mAh more than the Tab S10 Ultra. That's nice. Charging, though, still stuck at 45 watts in 2025. That's like still driving a sports car with a manual window crank. Especially when Samsung's own Galaxy S26 Ultra now boasts 6OW charging. To put it in perspective, the S10 Ultra took about 1 hour and 40 minutes to charge. The S11 Ultra, expect a few extra minutes, not a huge deal. But for power users who are used to lightning fast charging, it's noticeable. Here's a curveball. The S Pen slot marking is gone from the back of the Ultra. Poof, vanished, which leaves us with 3 theories. Samsung hid the magnets under the shell for a cleaner look. They moved it to the side, Apple style, or, and this one scares artists, they removed Bluetooth functionality entirely, making it a basic passive stylus. If it's the last one, that's a big creative downgrade for now. Samsung staying quiet, which makes me think this is going to be one of those oh by the way reveals at launch. The chunky camera rings are gone. In their place, a sleeker, flatter layout, basically borrowing the design language from the Galaxy S7 series. It's cleaner, more modern, and definitely less industrial. Whether that also means better image processing, we'll have to wait and see. Under the hood, we've got the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, benchmarks, about 2,600 single-core, 8,000 multi-core. That's a healthy jump from the S10 Ultra's 2,172 and lower multi-core score. But here's the catch, the Snapdragon 8 Elite in the Galaxy S25 Ultra is still ahead. Now, in real-world use, opening apps, streaming, browsing, you might never notice. But for the hardcore performance crowd, seeing a gap on paper can feel like buying the second fastest sports car on the lot. Reports say Samsung will drop the Tab S11 series in the second half of 2025, likely August or September. That timing is no accident. It lines up perfectly with Apple's iPad launch season. And in a related move, Samsung's phone division is shaking things up too, retiring the base Galaxy S26 in favor of the new Galaxy S26 Pro. More features, better branding, and a clear signal that Samsung is going all in on premium positioning. So, What's the verdict? The Tab S11 Ultra is shaping up to be a sleek, refined, but slightly conservative upgrade. The design is cleaner, performance is stronger, but Samsung is playing it safe in some areas, like charging speed and color choices. The S Pen changes could either be a subtle win or a disappointing cutback, depending on the final reveal. But here's the thing, in a tablet market where most upgrades are tiny, Samsung's choices show they're thinking about design consistency and market timing more than just raw specs. Whether that's the right move, we'll know soon enough. Now, I want to hear from you. Is the Tab S11 Ultra on your radar? Or are you sticking with your current device? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth tech breakdowns, and check out the video right here for my full comparison of Samsung's tablet lineup versus Apple's latest iPads. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.